Dear all, this lecture deals with packages in Java. Actually, package can be defined as a pack, a collection, or a group of classes, interfaces, and other packages having similar characteristics. We can use these packages to organize our classes and interfaces that are having similar characteristics. For example, let us see this figure. This is actually the organization of files and folders in my computer system. Actually, packages in Java can be considered similar to the organization of files and folders in a computer system. Here, you can see the folder desktop. Inside the desktop folder, I have certain subfolders. Inside the subfolders, I can have again sub-subfolders. Inside the sub-subfolder, again I can have sub-subfolders or files. Like that it will be going. We are arranging files like this. In Java programming, this desktop can be considered as a package. That means it is a collection of certain things that are having similar characteristics. So desktop can be considered as a package, and the folders inside the package desktop can be considered as sub-packages. For example, OOP is a sub-package, and folders inside the sub-packages can be considered as sub-sub-packages. For example, Java is a sub-sub-package, and inside Java, certain files or folders may be there. Those folders are known as sub-sub-sub-packages, and files are either Java classes or interfaces. So this is how we are going to organize our classes and interfaces inside Java. So package means actually collection of classes, interfaces, or other packages. And there are two different types of packages in Java: built-in packages and user-defined packages. You know the expression import java.util.scanner. Actually, this is a package we are importing to our normal program. So what is the meaning of the statement is that here Java is the package, util is the sub-package, and scanner is a class inside the sub-package util. So what is the purpose of scanner class? Actually, we are using this for user inputs. Okay, we know that using the scanner object, we are you are importing or you are extracting the functions nested, nestfloat, nestline, etc. for accessing inputs from the user. So actually, import is a keyword for importing packages that have already developed, and you have to specify the name of the package correctly using the keyword import for using that particular class or the functions defined in that particular class. So here you are familiar with this. So actually, scanner is a class that is defined inside the package utility, and that utility is actually a sub-package of the main package Java. Okay, so Java is a package that is having a collection of sub-packages. Util is one of the sub-package, and scanner is a class that is defined inside that sub-package. Okay, so here you have the problem. You are going to implement the package calculator. Okay, and this calculator is going to implement three different operations. First one is simple mathematical operation, second one powers, and third one metrics. Okay, so if I am considering this calculator as a package, this calculator is holding three sub-packages: simple operations, powers, and matrices. And inside simple operations, I can define the simple mathematical operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, here this addition can be considered as a method inside the class simple operation, or if you are defining the simple operation as a sub-package, addition can be considered as a method that is a part of holding these all methods, or we can consider each of this particular operations as separate classes. Okay, same way, power is a sub-package. This power sub-package is going to implement the operation square, square root, nth power, and nth root. You can consider each of these sub-packages as sub-package, or you can consider each of these as different classes, or you can define a single class holding these four methods. Everything is possible. Okay, so this is organization of a package. You have the package, then you have the sub package or the subfolders inside the package, and you may have sub package or a collection of sub package and certain classes inside the sub package. So what is the advantage of this package is that first one is reusability. That means the developers of Java have already developed so many operations that we are using in our program. For example, if you are going to add two numbers, no need to write the code corresponding to addition, because already addition function, addition method or addition package is developed in Java. You can import that and use that. That means that is the packages are providing reusability. Another thing is better organization. Better organization in the sense that we have several hundreds and hundreds of classes that can be reused. So if we are organizing these classes in a meaningful manner, anyone can use it without any difficulty. So that is better organization. Another thing is naming conflict. Naming conflict I will explain later. So here this is an example of developing Java package. I'm going to develop a package named Let Me Calculate. So what is the format of developing a package is using the keyword package, give the package name. So here I'm giving the package name as Let Me Calculate, and inside the package I'm defining a class named calculator. So I have no sub package here. I am directly implementing my class inside the package Let Me Calculate. So after writing the code, that means this code actually consists of a method add and the main function that can implement this method add. Okay, so after completing this program, you have to save this program using the name calculator.java. So that is a separate package or separate program that is representing the package Let Me Calculate. So once this gets saved, automatically a folder named Let Me Calculate will generate and will be generated, and the class calculator.java will be saved inside that folder. Okay, now you have to write your main program. Inside the main program, I am importing the calculator class calculator that is defined inside the package Let Me Calculate, and using the object corresponding to calculator, I am importing the function add that is defined inside the calculator. And here after completing this program, you have to save it as main.java and run it. So it will automatically call the calculator class defined inside the package Let Me Calculate, and it will do the operation addition with the inputs 100 and 200. Okay, so that is a simple example. We are generating one package, and that package consists of one class, and using another program I am trying to implement that particular class by importing the package. Now here I am directly importing the package, so calculator is now imported into our program, and simply by generating the object of calculator I can access all the properties of the class calculator. Another way of implementing this is no need to import the class calculator from the package Let Me Calculate. Directly write the code, and inside the code, if you want to generate the object corresponding to calculator, you have to specify like this: package name followed by a dot followed by the class name, then space object name that is equal to new, again the package name dot class name. Okay, if you are, this particular name is representing what? Calculator is a class inside the package Let Me Calculate. That means Let Me Calculate dot calculator is the full name of the class, and if you are using that inside your program, that is known as fully qualified name method. Okay, so here we are creating our object obj by using fully qualified name method. So both the ways you can do, either you can import it or you can directly use it. Okay, now take another example, creating a class inside package while importing another package. That means I am creating one package, creating another package, but this second package is going to import first package into its body. So here the package, first package is package 1. It is holding the class calculator. The calculator class is holding 4 different functions: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And this should be saved with the name calculator.java since the class name is calculator. Now you have package 2. Inside package 2 I am importing package 1.calculator. So what is the meaning? Here package 2 is going to be created, and that package 2 is going to use the class calculator defined inside package 1. Always remember, the package name should be declared before importing a package. Okay, now example is a class that is defined inside the package 2, and it is going to implement the expression a plus b into c minus d by a. So here it is clear that this can use addition, multiplication, difference and division operation that are defined inside the class calculator. So it is defining that, and it is going to find the expression a plus b into c minus d by a. Now this is the second package, package 2. You have to save this as example.java. Okay, so once you are saving these two, a folder will be created with name package 1, and calculator.java will be saved inside package 1. And once you have saved this thing, a folder with name package 2 is created, and the example.java file will be saved inside that package 2. So these two things will be happening while you are executing the main program. And the main program, here I am importing package2.example because I have to find the output of this expression a plus b into c minus d by a, where a is equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to 5 and d equal to 2. So for that I am creating an object corresponding to the class example. Using that obj, I am calling the function expression, and after the execution of this particular program, two folders will be created, one with package name, package 1 name, and second with the name package 2, and third will be a main.java file. This is executing package 1 and package 2. Okay, so these are the examples. We will see more examples in the next lecture. Thank you.